You're tuned in to the only all-sports talk network in the Middle East, IsraelSportsRadio.com.
This is Tamar Cass, and you're listening to Israel Sports Radio.
Shalom from the United States. I'm Gina Pitts.
Parrish Graham.
Mike Pitts.
Roosevelt Hall.
Mike Roy.
We're your friends from the Pro Sports Lives radio show on WAFS Biz 1190 AM. You're listening to Louis Live.
Broadcasting live from Israel. IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Sports Strain Seat C, compression fit, UV protection, moisture wicking, anti-odor, and physique enhancing. Certified by the Circle K. Sports Strain is a revolutionary seat garment that features high performance properties and a compression fit, offering the wearer ultimate comfort and style for sports and everyday wear. Custom logos and team jerseys are available. For orders, please visit TamirGoodman.com. That's TamirGoodman.com.
Broadcasting live from Jerusalem, IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Support Barak Netanya, Israeli professional basketball team, as they give back to the children of Netanya through Netanya Hoops for Kids. Netanya Hoops for Kids serves all of the children of Netanya, especially the ones that need us most. Through basketball clinics held by professional players, at-risk children learn life skills like teamwork, communication, discipline, and community responsibility from real-life heroes. Netanya Hoops for Kids partners with the municipality, schools, and local nonprofits to bring thousands of children to basketball games each season. Join us as a donor, partner, or fan. One city, one team, one family. www.netanyahoopsforkids.org.
The biggest names in sports are all on IsraelSportsRadio.com.
DJ Venom, DJ Venom, DJ Venom, DJing parties throughout Israel, birthday parties, weddings, club events, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, and much more. You pick the type of music, and DJ Venom will turn your event into the party of the year. Available Sunday through Thursday. Call 052-952-6506 or email djvenom1984@yahoo.com. That's 052-952-6506 or email djvenom1984@yahoo.com. Book your party today. That's DJ Venom.
This is Dimitri Salita, and you're listening to IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Building love of Israel, one sports fan at a time. IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Here's your host, me, and Andy Gershman.
You might want to turn the mic up there.
I think they could hear me anyways. I can fix that in the editing. Good to have you back, Andy.
Yes, it's good to be back.
You were on assignment. How did all the writing go?
Oh, it went great. You know, there's well, you were on assignment with me that first night. You saw the
Monday, yeah.
What was that? The junior national softball team in action, and then a bunch of guys. I don't know who they were.
Yeah, they showed up. Some seem to be of Mexican descent, which is weird because we're in Israel. I don't know if they flew out here or something. The guy last name Rodriguez on his jersey.
Well, he could have just been an A-Rod fan.
Yeah, it's very possible.
Or a K-Rod fan.
And then you noticed some interesting stuff. I don't know if you want to mention this here on air.
No, I really don't. I know exactly where you're going.
No, about how they practice.
Yeah, they do practice in a very interesting, very methodical. Very drill based, not a lot of game like situations. I felt, but who knows? You know, obviously I'm not, in the softball world, so I don't know how the softball. We did get to meet Neil's daughter, which was just an absolute thrill to see the product of Neil Amrani.
And I would have to say she may be a tad more mature than New York Neil.
Oh, that's given. She hasn't lived in New York her whole life. Only half.
So she's half mature, half immature. No, she's a great
She's a
fighter.
lovely young lady.
Yeah.
And
And
we had some nice young ladies.
we had Neil on yesterday. Neil gave me a nice plug, and I'm going to turn to a promo. He said I'm the sports guru of Israel.
Really?
That was nice for him to say.
I had no idea.
How many times? Thank you. How many times do you hear a native New Yorker give a compliment like that?
Right. Well, especially to somebody from Arizona.
Yeah, you figured I have no respect for me. And then Neil
Or your
might
state.
Neil might come to my comedy roast, which will be
Oh God!
this Sunday night.
If he does have to rewrite, first of all, and second of all, you're having a roast. I haven't seen it anywhere publicized.
I haven't posted on Facebook at all, but it'll be this Sunday 9 o'clock.
Whoa!
Not the
Wait
Mall.
a minute. Hold up. Were the kids in the studio? Because this is fixed.
Yeah, Yost the Bus fixed it.
Wow. Oh, that's nice. Nice. Peace out, yo.
All right, so so it'll be at 9 o'clock. Free entrance, but one drink minimum. So that's not really a
What?
free
One
entrance.
drink minimum?
That's not really a free entrance. Not a whole lot.
How much
of
are the
folks.
drinks? Like 8 shekels?
Yeah, buy the Coke. Just buy a Coke for 89 shekels, then sit there for 2 hours and be entertained, or an hour.
If you
whatever it'll
walk
be.
in with your own drink.
I've done that before.
Oh, well, no kidding. Speaking of that, last night I went to Hagov after dinner with my bride, and so we order, and it comes to her, and she said, "I'll just have water." And Gani and Yona are both sitting at the table, and I was like, the Ari Louis special. And they were like, oh, my God, whoever Andy is with just gets water. I was like, well, at least one person pays for a meal, which I didn't even pay for a meal because I had onion rings. But, so you don't worry. I think really they should put it on the menu.
Ari's water, yeah. We've been claiming this for a long time.
Right.
I think so.
And I still think the schnitzelonim should be named after me, but Uriel got the commish when you get them with barbecue sauce on the menu. And there is the Fun Joel platter.
Right.
Which I found out something really interesting last night about the Fun Joel platter. Do you want me should I share it on air?
Yeah, divulge.
Do you know in Hebrew it's not called the Fun Joel platter?
What's it called?
I don't know, but it's not the Fun Joel platter because I think they felt like it would be too weird for the Israelis. So
they don't know who he is? Or
right, yeah. So they left it that way in English, and I guess it's probably like the sampler.
And then the commish, what is that?
That commish is schnitzelonim with barbecue sauce.
Oh, okay.
Right, because that's how he always used to order it. So he got it named for him.
Huh.
Yeah, I know. I think it's some major suck up.
Maybe they could, because maybe they would put Ari's water on the menu if they could make money off of it. So maybe like you could charge five shekels for a glass of water and put a lemon in it.
What?
Or bottled water.
Ice,
something like that.
bottled water. You'd never have that.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Either would my wife.
I want to get out of that menu, damn it. We got to figure out a way.
I know Klug has a sandwich.
Yeah, he does in Arizona. That's thanks to me calling him Klug. All right, I'm sure the guys is really entertained by all this talk, but
is there sports going on anyway?
There is this Jopa thing. Just doesn't go away.
Yeah, and Joe, but it's between Jopa and Jeremy Lin.
Right.
I can't figure out what the bigger story in sports is right now. The only thing I can tell you is, they made such a big deal over the people spending money on their Jeremy Lin jerseys and this and that. Well, who cares? I mean, seriously, I don't get it. I posted something the other day. Somebody posted that if you bought a Jeremy Lin jersey for $70, that you paid 43 cents a day for the amount of days he was with New York.
That's pretty funny.
And now you have a throwback jersey. Okay, so who cares? The reason I say that is I had an Omri Caspi Kings T-shirt.
What was that one you bought? That
Jason Bay,
went to the
2
Mets.
days before he ended up signing with the Mets, and it's like, so it happens. I mean, you have Diana Taurasi, and she just got traded to Seattle. So, I mean, oh, you didn't hear that?
Are you?
I'm just messing with you. I wouldn't know WNBA news if it slapped me in the face. But meanwhile, I was at the lovely Jerusalem pool just now. I'm coming. I don't
hear Epic?
Yeah, look, I don't think I've ever done a show in a bathing suit. But I was, and sure enough, there was a kid there. What was he wearing? Jeremy Lin jersey, as they're called. The shirt with the number and everything on the back.
Oh, okay.
It's a jersey. So yeah, I mean, this kid didn't seem to mind that he had on his jersey. and it was Jeremy Lin. The only thing I don't understand about Jeremy Lin, and I know it was a shot at the Dolan family and everything, but he said that, hey, I'm in Houston, but I really didn't want to be.
What?
Yeah, he said that. He said in an interview that he doesn't really want to be in Houston. And that was just a shot at New York, to say, look, you could have had me. But, look, Carmelo already made it clear it wasn't his fault that he's gone, A. And B, do we even know if Jeremy Lin is really going to be anything again, ever, other than a system guy in D'Antoni's system?
It's hard to say for sure. I mean, if he is just a system guy, but I don't know if the Rockets really care.
You think they just want to sell some jerseys?
They just want to sell jerseys, yeah.
You excited the Olympics are coming?
Oh, yeah. Great entertainment.
Care less.
Kobe Bryant, though, he had a great interview with Graham Bessinger. We were playing a lot of that on the show yesterday, and he was talking about going to London, and he considers getting a gold medal better than winning an NBA championship.
Wrong.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't make any sense.
$25 million to win a title, not to win a gold medal.
It doesn't make any sense. You're playing weaker opponents.
And you're supposed to win the gold.
And you're supposed to win the gold. At least if you're in the NBA. I mean, think of how stupid of a statement that is, Kobe. You're playing against Spain, who is probably really good because they've got a couple of Gasols, but they have maybe 2 or 3 NBA players, Ricky Rubio and 2 Gasols. You're playing, and you're 12 deep in the NBA. So how could that? Is he a country guy who's raised in Italy? Wasn't
he? Well, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah,
he was a teenager in Italy.
Yeah, his father was a coach in the Italian league, right?
His father played professionally.
Right. Oh, come on, please, Kobe.
A team with LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Kobe Bryant is not supposed to lose
to anyone.
Right.
Ever.
To any team on the planet right now.
I mean, think about this. No disrespect to the country I'm in right now. Lior Eliyahu, Omri Caspi, and I don't know, Jonathan Halpern, is that his name? I mean, that's your big 3 there for Israel. Household names? I think not. Kobe, Durant, Bryant. Durant and name a third player? Doesn't matter, does it? LeBron James? I don't know. 4th player, you want to go 4 deep? And that's with Wade, not Wade, was Wade out and what's his name? And Chicago, that guard that they have in Chicago. Derrick Rose. Yeah, him.
My
not
eyes lit up
playing?
when you said that.
I mean, really? Come on, please.
And also, they're going to have Harden and Westbrook.
Hey, aren't you going to announce who the guests are tonight?
Oh, actually, we have a very surprise special guest at 9:30, 10 minutes from now. Then a special one at 10, and then a special one at 10:30.
All right, what's going on in baseball? What do you think? Anything surprising you post All-Star break? We haven't had the big trade yet.
Well, CeCe looked very good at his outing against the Blue Jays. But,
it's the Blue Jays, Ari.
Yeah, that's true.
I got to stop saying that because they're only a half game behind the Red Sox.
Right, but isn't it because the Red Sox kind of suck right now? That division, though, is weird. I think we were looking at the other day. All teams are either 500 or higher.
Right.
You got just a nasty chat. Are you ready? I hope you got thick skin for this one.
I can handle it.
Andy, Rubio is injured. You are a moron. For Real Sports Fan. Your thoughts?
That actually... Who was that?
That's Real Sports Fan. That's the guy he said that weird stuff to me last week.
Oh, I'm a moron. Okay, so I think what you just did is you made my point for me. And I'll tell you why, Mr. Real Sports Fan who hides behind some screen name. The reason you made my point is because Ricky Rubio and the rest of the world teams are irrelevant. That's why I don't even know he's injured. Okay? Irrelevant. That's why Kobe's statement is moronic. Because it doesn't make any sense. The U.S. team is the best team in the world. I could say this team right here, and I know, no, you're going to call me a name or something cute. This team could give the dream team a run. There is no doubt about it. And I know Moshe cannot stand when you compare eras and everything. But let's compare the original dream team to this team, Come on. This is a talented, athletic group. And Ricky Rubio, who cares? Okay, Ricky Rubio could be, let's see, he could be Johnny Smith. He could be Freddie Guadalupe. He could be, I don't know, I'll go there, Omri Caspi. It doesn't matter who was on the other teams.
Now, you say a run for their money, but you don't think they could beat them?
Oh, I think they could come close. I bet you they could. I heard there was once a college. No, I'm just kidding. It's a stupid story.
And for those who don't know, that there was a college team that beat them.
Yeah,
is the rumor?
Rumor, and who knows if it was quote unquote thrown. So.
Yeah. All right, so there'll be more chats from Real Sports Fan, looks like, in a moment.
Oh, really? That's great.
Oh, nothing yet. Okay, I'm sorry about that. All right, well, it'd be interesting to break
because
down
because he's scared. See, he's scared because I just answered his point about Ricky Rubio. When was the last time a member of the Timberwolves was relevant? Kevin Garnett?
Kevin Garnett, yeah. Well, that year with Latrell Sprewell and
right.
Sam Gasol.
Okay.
Before.
Was that and now Ricky Rubio? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Lior Eliyahu might make the Timberwolves because he scored nothing in their Summer League game the other day. So all you Israelis out there that think Lior Eliyahu is going to be the second NBA player and keep writing it all over every Jewish press in America, wrong again.
This is from David. Kevin Love is one of the best in the league.
All right, so a Minnesota Timberwolves. Okay, can you pull up the Minnesota Timberwolves record last year and tell me how close they weren't to making the playoffs? Since you've switched the studio around here and I have no access to a computer, it's kind of
let's see here.
A strange little.
Oh, Hillary's almost paid off her 2008 campaign debt. That's interesting. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Don't they have enough money to the Clintons?
Huh? Who? I know. Bill's
loaded with all this speaking inside and stuff. All right, the Timberwolves last season, 26-40.
Wow. Good
Last
job.
place in the Northwest.
Yeah. How many games? Where were they in the Western Conference?
And then overall in the Western Conference, they were 12th out of 15 teams.
Wow, that's great.
24 games back.
So Kevin Love, probably a nice player, stuck on a bad team. We'll call him, I don't know, Archie Manning.
All right, I like that.
But Ricky Rubio is no Kevin Love. Ricky Rubio was 14 when he was admired. Did somebody write something to me?
Well, Real Sports Fan wrote that our chats are messed up, that he can't access the live chat, but clearly he can because I'm reading your live chat.
Right. Well.
Oh, okay, there we go. No, yeah, there you go, Real Sports Fan.
Right.
Moron. By the way, speaking of, you mentioned Archie Manning, and of course some big football signings. There were, oh God, Calderon and Fernandez ain't bad.
Who?
Exactly.
Wait, what did you say? Seriously, I didn't hear what you said.
Calderon and Fernandez ain't bad.
Okay, but what is ain't bad when you're 12th in the Western Conference? What is ain't bad? Trust me, I've seen bad. I live in Washington, D.C., okay? John Wall ain't bad. Nene ain't bad. Guess what? Record sucks, okay?
Record's pretty bad.
And that's all that matters. So thanks for playing.
Okay, let's see.
I mean,
David's saying that they do suck, no doubt, but it's not Lowe's fault.
Right.
Because he averages 26 points per game with 13.3
right.
rebounds.
Exactly. I mean, look, he's Archie. And I don't know who Real Sports Fan is, but I'm probably more scared of David. Just to throw that out there. Because I don't want to debate him because I know he knows like much more than I do about sports. That's been proven over the years.
Now, have you been following the Bryant situation? Des Bryant, who beat his mother?
Yeah, what is that? Come on.
Freak.
And I'll go on record right here. Anyone who doesn't know, I am a Cowboys fan. This is embarrassing. It is humiliating. And you know what? For a guy who came in the league with a 19th pick, and everyone compared him to Randy Moss, because remember, Randy Moss was the 19th pick.
Right, in 1998.
And he was going to be the real deal. He's never played a consistent full season. And now this. I mean, this comes off the heels of some of the best news in Cowboy history. Did you see that story about Tony Romo?
No, what happened to Tony Romo?
Oh, he's playing basketball in a JCC league in Dallas.
Oh.
Of course that makes Jewish press because that's somehow relevant to the world of sports.
Have you been asked to cover that?
Somebody sent me a link and said, did you see it?
Oh, okay.
Okay, great. I saw it now. Tony Romo, please. I'm going to just throw a couple of terms out there. Torn Achilles tendon, ACL injury.
This is just you're talking about.
Well, this is JCC basketball. You might want to think about, I don't know, not playing in a JCC near you.
This is a brilliant, fascinating chat I'm about to read from Real Sports Fan. Tony Homo.
Oh, it's, you know what? If you're not homophobic, then you're just not playing the game right. Wow. That's good stuff. Wow. God, I've never heard that. Oh my gosh. That's great.
I wonder if Real Sports Fan has a bit for any of his drool. Or
oh my God! Hey, Real Sports Fan, guess what? Did you hear? He's going to change his number to 69. Oh! Oh my!
Jesus.
Oh my!
I didn't realize Real Sports Fan was 6 years old. Okay, well we have 6 years old listening to the program. That's great.
Wow!
We have a wide range of demographics here on
Tony
Louis Live.
Homo. Oh yeah! Wow! Yeah.
Oh goodness!
But he's not a tight end. Oh!
He doesn't get the ball under center? On.
Oh,
well, thank you, Real Sports Fan. Appreciate
That's right. That's right. Well, you know what? I've always said if you can't out debate somebody, then
Just say
go for the third grade humor. Pull my finger jokes usually work with you. See?
Works with me sometimes. Now, other sports news: Drew Brees signs a big contract with the Saints.
Finally.
And 34 years old. The Bus of Tank guys were arguing about Drew Brees if he deserves a contract, if he's the best quarterback in the league. Well, he set the record last year for yards of the season.
Does he deserve the quarterback, the contract?
You think he does?
Sure.
But he's the highest paid quarterback now in the NFL.
Okay.
Is he the best quarterback in the NFL?
Doesn't matter. First of all, New Orleans is the franchise is in disarray, to say the least. You've got a situation where he is now the face of the franchise. You're laughing at something, so this must be good. And look, is he the best ever?
Well, he's still not the best ever.
You're not. No, the best now. But you're younger than I am.
Just a tad.
But for those of people who don't remember Saints fans wearing paper bags over their heads, and
with the 0-12, we could do it.
The ain'ts and all that kind of stuff. He returned them to glory. And don't forget, wasn't he almost a Miami Dolphin? Like, he was so close to being a Miami Dolphin.
Right, so sign of the Saints, yeah.
And something happened. They didn't trust his knee or something. I don't know, something stupid.
He should have never left the Chargers.
Well,
that was Marty's fault.
It was so stupid. I mean, that was the whole Philip Rivers. It was Rivers, right? Or
Philip Rivers, they took instead.
And
they benched him in a game. Basically, they had the playoffs taken care of, and they wanted to give Philip Rivers some time, and like, let's go with Philip Rivers over the guy who got us there,
right?
And Drew Brees. Drew Brees never got respect, and I relate to.
I still don't think he gets it.
So he was, I remember, third in the Heisman his junior year. Played for Purdue,
right.
And had to go back and play senior citizen because he wasn't going to be drafted high because he was only 6 foot tall. And that's always very frustrating as a short man myself. Not that I'm 6 feet tall, obviously, but
obviously
just a tad shorter than that.
But if you stand on 9 phone books, you would.
9 inches, I might be there. But basically, if he's playing well, who cares that he's short? It's like whenever these players get out of the college and go into draft, they have to start all over. They go, well, he's only 6 foot. Yeah, but if he plays great, that's the point, is to play great and play well in the NFL.
Is that Ovechkin on that hat right there? Because I might steal that hat when I leave.
It is a nice hat.
That's Moshe's hat. I take it since he's from Washington.
That makes sense.
That is a sweet hat. An autographed Washington Capitals hat.
Oh, yeah. This is our first show in the new studio. Wait, it's been set up.
Yeah, first show. Right. I did.
Yes.
I did.
Well, how out here in the morning?
Come in here and, do some stuff. Is this good?
Well, it's not really. What happened was Real sports fan said something stupid about seeing the Brazil game. I ignored him. So he said, since I never responded to that comment, I lost the debate, or you lost the debate, or whatever.
About what? Brazil?
Yeah, he said.
In hockey, or
did you see the Brazil game? Brazil gave them a run for their money. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm sorry.
Well, Brazil gave them a run for their money.
Yeah,
yeah, because they're not good. Them,
yeah,
I've never
not
been
a big
fan
at all.
of them. I do. Well, actually, I just said it. I like a little bit better than them.
Really, I'm a them guy. I have like them jerseys in the back.
Right. Brazil. I think Brazil is a decent basketball club, but please keep in mind, these are NBA players toying with children. Okay?
Hey, I don't think we're getting their A game right now.
Right.
I don't know if we'll ever get their A game. I mean, the Dream Team in '92 won every game by an average of 40 points,
right.
and I don't think they played their A game.
Spain and Argentina, maybe
a little bit better, maybe B game. In '96, that second Dream Team with Reggie Miller and Shaq and all those guys, they also won by about 40 points a night, and I still don't think we got their A game either. And that team was not as good as the Dream Team.
Right.
Okay, he's asking me if I saw the game. Obviously not, because now he's talking about, did you keep an eye on England versus USA tonight? Or I should. All right.
Luau Dang and Pops Mensa-Bosa. Hey, you know what?
Good.
I hate to say it, but England is a team we know. We saw the English. Was it 2 summers ago? Get beat by. Let me think of the name of that team. Israel. So I'm not going to put much credit into that. Was a Luau Dang less team, I will admit. But
this guy has reminded me of Norman the Stalker. I miss him. Norman, if you're listening, come back, baby.
Norman the NTS. Where have you gone?
You don't think this guy's NTS, right?
No. I'll tell you why. NTS is intelligent, witty, and this
NTS,
guy.
in the beginning, said the meanest things you can think of, but it wasn't as stupid as Tony Homo.
Right, I know. Stupid.
All right. He wants me to look at this link here about LeBron James rallying the team to beat Brazil, the exhibition.
Again, who cares? I mean, seriously, who cares? Exhibition games are just that.
Was this game in D.C.? Ah, right, because President...
this is the kiss cam.
Okay. Obama and Biden were both in the game.
That's great. That is just great. That alone puts so much pressure on those young fellas. No wonder they had to come back to win. Who cares about an exhibition game? Seriously, it doesn't matter. It really just doesn't matter. Guess what? I think we're 9 days away from the London Olympics, where the IOC will once again prove how anti-Semitic and racist they are.
And Moshe is not a fan of you taking his hat.
Oh, he's not. Oh, shoot.
All right, don't worry about it.
What's the other? What's that other hat right there? It looks like a Notre Dame hat, or a Boston College.
It's got to be Boston College, right? Yeah, because we have Notre Dame hat over here.
Yeah, but who's on that one?
That one. See, that's the thing. All these autographs are worth so much money, and most of the time you can barely read it. Although that John Elway autograph is very nice.
Right.
You can read that pretty clearly.
Who brought that one in? John Elway? Was that Moshe also?
That's Moshe also.
Moshe, I think you're a Redskin fan. I mean, that's kind of a funny picture because we were talking about this. I don't know if that Elway, it's versus
Super Bowl
the Redskins
21.
when they got crushed.
22.
And like you said, why would Elway want to
sign
a picture? Maybe that was that opening drive when they scored, because they scored first, I believe.
They were up 10-0.
Yeah, and then...
Then they lost 35-10. Those 5 touchdowns in the second quarter by
Is
Doug
this our
Williams.
guest coming up? I can't see it. I'm so angry.
Oh, are you serious? Okay.
I cannot. I'm blind.
All right, we're going to try this. I do not guarantee that this person will pick up.
Oh, my God.
You see it? Okay. We'll see what happens here. I might have to try this thing. Oh, oops. That was a mistake. Hold on. Because I did confirm with this gentleman. Uh-oh. We might have to try him later on. Come on, baby. So, yeah, you're listening to Louis Live, by the way.
Is he...
Radio. Sorry, I don't need to do that. Go ahead.
He's local, right? He's not in London for the Olympics.
I don't believe so.
AP sports writer.
Yes, if we don't get him, we're trying him on Skype right now. Our next guest. If we don't get him that way, we'll try to get him just through a simple phone number here. But
you're trying his Skype number.
Yeah.
I see.
Might not be his computer right now. Okay, we're going to try him on this other number. Can you talk about something for a while I set this up?
Well, it's funny. This person came up in conversation last night at dinner.
Oh, really?
If you remember correctly, this person wrote a column after our second show, blasting boxing and Yuri Foreman, and I said, this person can't be for real. And he blasted me back saying, of course I'm for real. I'm a professional writer, and if I write it, I mean it.
And then we eventually gave him a show.
And then...
On the line, excuse me, are we speaking with Jeremy last?
No, this is Tatiana, her wife, his wife.
Is Jeremy there? He's supposed to come on our show right now, the radio.
No, he's on his way to the home. Do you have his number?
No, can you give that to me, please? We'll just do it.
Whoa, we can't do that on air.
Oh, really?
No.
All right, we'll have to figure out another time. We'll try him later.
Okay.
We've done that before, though, with other guests. But okay, yes, Jeremy might be upset.
Jeremy last. I wouldn't, we don't want to
Hunt me down. All right, so we're not going to have Jeremy last on now, but we have two exciting guests at the 10 o'clock hour. Hopefully they'll pick up.
Are you going to tell me who they are? Are they Jeremy Caliber? Because that's setting the bar pretty high.
One I would say for sure is Jeremy Caliber.
All right. Anyway, so we still haven't hit on baseball, which we kind of started to, and then we just didn't.
Switched around, yeah.
I'm
shocked Jeremy forgot he was supposed to be on, by the way.
Yeah, me too. It's crazy how that happens.
But, yeah, I'm sorry. You're talking about baseball, yes.
Did I tell you where I'm going tomorrow?
For Shabbat?
No. Shabbat, I'm here. I'm going to see your favorite grandfather in all of Israel.
Errol?
No, that's great-grandfather.
I know. Who? Great. Favorite grandfather?
The assistant coach of the Tel Aviv Sabres.
Oh, Kidisburg.
Yeah.
You're going out to Tel Aviv?
He lives in the Shomron.
Oh, right. I do that every time.
Right.
Every time.
Because you would never think he lives.
Right.
Right. Exactly. I'm also excited. We're going to take a tour of Lone Tree Brewery, which is out in the Gush.
Is that with Coach K?
No. This is
separate?
No. I would never do that. Larry, beer, me, no. But Lone Tree Brewery is one of those microbreweries. It's and they're getting a lot of great press, and they're out in the Gush, so we want to support them. So the family's going to go on out. Maybe you'll go with us when we go. We might go during the day. She's all excited because she's like, "Hey, people can't drink wine during the 9 days, but they can drink beer."
Right.
So,
and I think it's red wine or something, isn't it?
What's that?
Isn't it red or white?
I don't know.
We talked about this 2 years ago.
Did we really?
Yeah. With Jeremy Last. Jeremy Last came to meet us. Remember we were at that place in Baca, that restaurant?
Oh,
right. Saturday night, I think.
Right. Wow. That was pre-Israel Sports Radio.
Right.
That was when we were in the beginning stages. Yes. So, yeah, we're going to take a tour of Lone Tree Brewery and see the good folks out there. And, it should be a good time.
Real Sports Fan threw a dagger in here. I guess this is first Jeremy Last. Shows what he thinks of your show. Ouch. Or he forgot. Like that because of anything malicious. Like
so when Pete Rose, Kurt Schilling,
and Roy Jones Jr.
All come on. So what does that say?
Yeah, Real Sports Fan, I'd be curious what you think about that. But we appreciate it. This is our new norm of the stock.
And
I hope he sticks around.
Brandon McDougal.
Yeah, that's right.
NFL legend. I just want to know, and I'm just curious, and nothing against you, of course. Does he do this when I'm not here?
No, this is the first time.
So he really hates me more than anything else.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know.
Is this Redskin Faye in disguise?
Well, Will Joe. Should we give out his email?
No. But we should no. But maybe you should send him an email and see if he's man enough or woman enough to give you a true email address, Ari Louis.
Yeah, I'd be curious about that.
Or how about a phone number, and we'll call him right now and see if he can back up some of his comments live on air during Jeremy Last's spot. This segment will be brought to you by Jeremy Last.
Right.
How about that?
Let's be interested if he wants to try that.
No.
You know, we don't see anything yet. What a shock from Real Sports Fan.
Right. All right, so baseball. Look, here's the deal. I'm going to say it, and it leaves.
It looks like we had him.
Oh.
Jeremy, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Jeremy, can you hear us? It's Andy and Ari.
Yeah.
All right, you're live on the air. How you doing, buddy?
Hot.
Talk sports?
Sorry?
Jeremy, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, Andy is with us.
Hey,
as
Jeremy, how you doing, buddy?
Very hot.
We're kind of having a bad connection.
So join the cell phone.
Excuse me?
You can call me on my mobile if you want.
Okay.
We'll
All
do
right,
that right now.
That we heard. Call me on my mobile. Ah, the Brit. Why do I hear a baseball game going on?
Yeah,
in my
I hear
ear?
that too. Okay.
So
here.
can we stop? Because I'm like, what is Jeremy watching Sandy Alomar? And I was thinking, no, Jeremy couldn't possibly be. Line drive.
It's like, remember back when like the phone wires would be crossed and you hear stuff? Oh, we got a number for Real Sports Fan. All right, hold on. After Jeremy last,
Right, because guess what? He does care.
he does care. Hopefully it's not someone else's phone number and he's not going to be a punk. All right, hold on tight. We're going to first interview Jeremy last. He's a little more important than the Real Sports Fan because he was
you don't know.
Yeah, right. We know who it
You
is.
say that. Real Sports Fan could be Errol Ballin.
I don't know about that, but I don't know. Jeremy Last was the former sports editor of the Jerusalem Post
And AP writer. Current AP writer.
That's right. So it'll be a pleasure to have Jeremy on in a few moments here. Want to remind everyone to check out our store as well. Jeremy, can you hear us?
Hello?
Hi, is Jeremy there?
No, he's not here.
Oh, he told us to call him on his mobile, and we thought we had the right.
Okay, well,
Yes.
we'll try him somewhere else. Okay, thank you.
All right. How did you end up with his wife's mobile?
Yeah, that's pretty
Could
weird.
you explain that, please? Why don't
It's
you
in my phone, too.
try him back on his Skype number?
Think I should do that?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
And ask him for his mobile if he wants to give it. Well, I don't know. I'm not comfortable with that.
Okay, let's see if that's like live radio, folks. Oh, that was busy. Hold on a second here.
This is just Why don't you instant message him on his? This is like really good radio right here. This is
that's
some of our
awesome.
best work.
Okay, it's interesting. We have our first. We actually had a guest at 9:00, but he wasn't there.
At 9?
Yeah,
Huh? Who?
believe it or not. So we have a bunch of different options, which is really good.
Wait, and we also have the phone number for this other person.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
Yeah, because we can always hang up on that person if need
If he's
be.
an idiot. Real Sports Fan, if you can write us another chat, please, and so we get that screen up, and then we'll be able to give you a call. We would appreciate it. But you wanted to talk a little bit about Major League Baseball.
Yeah, it's just I'm afraid of the New Yorkers.
How so?
How so? Look at them. It's unbelievable.
Okay.
The Yankees are just unreal.
All right. It looks like we're ready now. We're going to try this.
Oh, this is going to be funny. Is this Israel or is this America?
Is Israel.
It is?
Yeah.
You really have no idea.
I seriously do not know. Hello, is this Real Sports Fan?
שלום, ותודה שפניתם לערן. לפניות לאינטרנט, ערן.org.il.
Yeah, it's some fake number, so you might want to...
Real Sports Fan is a pussy.
Hey! We don't use that kind of language on Israel Sports Radio. This is G-rated Superstore, Batzion. What are you doing?
All right. Thank you, Real Sports Fan, for being a coward. We appreciate that. When you're ready to not be
I'm
a
sure
coward.
he thinks that's so funny.
He's probably laughing about it. It's a
Right.
little funny.
It is kind of funny, but nothing
That's
is
funny as
funnier.
Tony Homo.
Well, that and the time your friend put this on that automatic dial back thing.
Oh, right, the record thing, yeah.
Oh, that was awful. What you just got a Skype call.
Okay, let's get that in a moment here. Or someone, I think this is, here we go. Okay, we're going to call.
Oh, this is such good radio.
Yeah, this is awesome.
What is that?
This is, we're calling the guest room from 9 o'clock. Or, can you hear us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Or, of course, was the co-host of Cali Dave, or Flaky Dave, on the California sports show Say What. And Orr is a big 49ers fan, and me and USCG used to call in once a week to me and USCG show, and we made fun of him when Orr said the 49ers would go far, and they did, so we ate crow.
I think I said they were going to go 11-5 minimum, 13-3 maximum, and you guys said that it was going to be anywhere close to that, and they ended up 13-3, so I felt pretty good about that one.
Or I'd like you now to introduce to you Andy Gershman.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Hey.
So you're really missing Mike Singletary, huh?
No. We were glad to get rid of him. We never really understood the hire, but we were optimistic because we had missed the playoffs so many times. So we were like, maybe he'll inspire. But after 3 or 4 games, the guy was clearly not a head coach. So
right. Who's the best player on the 49ers?
But he almost derailed Alex Smith's career completely, and
right.
So
right. Who do you think is the best player on the 49ers?
Best player.
Yeah, best player right now.
I would say Patrick Willis with Aldon Smith, possibly if he continues the way he's going. They would be the best.
Not Davis?
It's hard to see. I mean, if Davis was with someone like Tom Brady, we could really see if he'd be better than Gronkowski even. I'd see he has that potential. I just don't know. He's dropped a lot of touchdown passes, sure touchdown passes.
Right.
Patrick doesn't miss tackles. Aldon Smith makes ridiculous plays. But Vernon Davis would be the best offensive player. Maybe not the most important. Al Gore would probably Frank Gore. Frank Gore would be the most important, but he's probably the best.
Is it true that Frank is Al's illegitimate son? Is there any truth?
Yeah, I think that explains everything.
That's why you can't find him on the internet.
Sorry, some other exciting stuff. This is a little off sports, but Orr is planning on coming to the comedy roast. And
does everything come?
Am I as an attendee, or do you want me to?
No, I want you to roast me.
Oh, you want to roast? But do you want a Comedy Central roast, or do you want a Friars Club roast?
As dirty as possible.
Yeah, the dirtier the better.
Okay, so we're going Anthony, Jeselnik, Donald Trump.
Oh roast. yeah. Lisa Lampanelli, we need.
Yeah, but Andy, did you see Andy Giselli's roast? That was the one who got booed, right?
He got booed. I think I remember the joke if you guys want to hear it. But it was pretty bad. He got booed. He said something like, Charlie Sheen, you have nothing to complain about. The only reason you're on television is because God hates Michael J. Fox. Or something like this.
Yeah.
And he got
funny.
a big
that
booing
just
for that
doesn't
one.
fly.
He deserved that one, I think.
Right. It doesn't fly, but Lisa Lampanelli talking about having 15 black guys run a train on her, that's okay. But that, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, but people like Michael J. Fox.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
He also had some jokes that just weren't funny. It wasn't offensive, but they just didn't make a lot of sense.
Well, then those would be perfect at the Off the Wall Comedy Club, because if not funny jokes are usually on the agenda for that place.
They're on the menu. It's actually if you pick
but it's unfair because even on those roasts, they edit it and only use the best ones in. So if someone is videotaping it, they should keep that in mind.
Where is Cali Dave? Is he moving?
Cali Dave is I wouldn't say he's a phantom. He's more like Casper. He just appears randomly. And you just
that's awesome.
You hope to reach him when you can.
Cali Dave at one point was going to be our sales manager. He was going to invest in the company, and he was going to host a show.
Right.
All three things didn't work out because he just didn't contact us anymore.
But he did set up a fantasy football league last year.
Yes, he did, and he was able to get
which I'm a part of this year, so I'm excited.
Oh, are we going to do that again?
Yeah, actually, Cali Dave was my guest host for an entire hour on the phone. He didn't hang up or anything. He was able to stay all the way through the hour. I was very impressed. I was very proud of him. So for an hour, he could do it.
That's great.
Yeah.
You know, look.
Well, I mean, I don't know. We were thinking of also doing I don't know. We haven't talked this over, but like maybe a pre-Sunday, fantasy pick and pick your team, pick the winner, like hour before everything. So
nice.
Well, we could talk about that later, but
Yeah,
that
we
was
do
the
a special
idea
about
for
it.
Football Sunday with Callie Dave running the fantasy football part.
Let me ask you this: as a 49ers fan, I was living or am living, 40 minutes from Baltimore. The Harbaugh hype, is it just nonsense, or is it, is it?
Well, this is I would say they love each other. They love each other like brothers. There's a strong link. They're a football family. But I think something happened where they just don't like each other. There's some brothers that just don't talk and don't get along. I would say it has something like that. Like there's the Stan Van Gundy, Jeff Van Gundy, where clearly they like each other.
Right. Absolutely.
You don't see that with the Harbaugh brothers.
Well, it probably has to do more with one was always the player. And I'm sure that would cause a little bit of jealousy.
Well, also the John Harbaugh, he just came out of nowhere and he was signed. And then, Jim Harbaugh, I think he earned his stripes more and he got in there. And now, those are pretty much the number 1 or 2 teams you'd pick to go to the Super Bowl from each conference. So that's set up for the next few years that way.
And we've never seen any type of family members coach against each other in the Super Bowl, correct? Never.
I think within the next 3 years, that's I'd put a decent probability on that. Yeah.
Huh. Wow. But who has a better chance? I kind of feel like your 49ers have a better chance.
Oh, I definitely do.
I think after going through the Niners aren't legit and the Niners this whole year, it's unfortunate that then ESPN and all these people that I think Bill Simmons last year picked us to be 3-13, something like this.
Oh wow!
And now they're all just they're the team to beat, and I'm not sure we are yet. I think we're one of 3 teams to beat.
Right.
But, now they're just overrating us, and we don't do well in the overrated position. I don't know why but maybe Harbaugh changes that culture.
Not to mention, you've got Ari's Cardinals in your division.
Oh yeah, he's very scared of.
Well, listen, the Seahawks and Cardinals. Those are 2 very tough divisions.
Cardinals had a good draft.
Michael Floyd, I'm very happy with that pick out of Notre Dame.
Yeah,
good wide
receiver. I could see the Cardinals and Seahawks going 9-7, meaning the Niners going 10-6, 11-5. It's I don't even though they got better than last year. So I don't know. I think the West is better. I think the Niners will be the eventual Western champion, and I think they have playoff experience, and I don't think they really care where they play. If you look at their record from home and away, it doesn't make a difference. I don't think, it helped us against the Giants that much. I think that game would have went the same way in New York. So they're a scary team, and I think for the next about 3 or 4 years, you'd have to say they're one of the top 3 or 4 teams to be in the Super Bowl every year.
Why do you think at the end of the day, though, with the 49ers additions, and they were a drop return away from going to the Super Bowl. They
didn't even drop it. It skinned the back of his jersey on his foot.
Right. It's true. Why didn't Peyton, number 18, show up with you guys? Why go to the 8-8 Denver Broncos?
I think Peyton Manning is too good to be I say this, it's weird. I'm thinking about it now because he's joining a John Elway tradition, but I think he thinks he can be better than John Elway. Maybe considered the best Bronco ever. Not the best quarterback to ever play the Bronco position, quarterback. He has no chance of that in San Francisco. There's so much quarterback legacy. I think it's too much of a competition to really But to be honest, I don't know why he didn't choose it. Peyton Manning on the Niners right now, you're looking at a 14 to 16 win team, with the other additions they make. So, and now he's choosing. I think the Denver playoffs. I think Denver will be a scary team, but I would not put them in the Super Bowl at all. Where if you went with the Niners, I would. I would say they're definitely in the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning as quarterback. So,
what do you think
who
about?
knows?
What do you think about the Drew Brees contract? He's the highest paid quarterback now in the NFL. Do you think that was deserving of a 34-year-old? That contract will be 37.
I think the second or the third time you heard about like the bounty scandal, like Drew Brees could have just charged an extra $5 million on his contract every time that came up, because if all that happens and then they don't sign Drew Brees, then I mean that's it. Like there's no New Orleans Saints, so they had to pay him. He's holding that team together, but I mean that's why also I feel confident about the Niners, because now you just took New Orleans out of the picture, and you really have Green Bay and a couple NFC East teams to really worry about, and that's about it. So,
all right, Ori, we got to wrap things up. We got to take a break, but thank you for being on Louis Live. I hope we see you at the roast Sunday night in Jerusalem. Don't pull Flaky Dave. Really come, and we'll have a good time.
Sounds good. I'll see you there.
All right, be well.
All right, take care.
All right, that was Or from Tel Aviv. We appreciate him calling into the program. Well, we called him. We're not going to make that up. We're going to take a break, and then we have a very special guest on the other side that I haven't told Andy about.
What?
Yes.
Who?
It's going to be awesome. This is Louis Live at IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Work in the Middle East. IsraelSportsRadio.com.
This is Tamar Cass, and you're listening to Israel Sports Radio.
Shalom from the United States. I'm Gina Pitts.
Parrish Graham.
Mike Pitts. Roosevelt Hall.
Mike Roy.
We're your friends from the Pro Sports Lives radio show on WAFS Biz 1190 AM. You're listening to Louis Live.
Broadcasting live from Israel.
IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Sports Drain CC, compression fit, UV protection, moisture wicking, anti-odor, and physique enhancing. Certified by the Circle K. Sports Drains is a revolutionary CC garment that features high-performance properties and a compression fit, offering the wearer ultimate comfort and style for sports and everyday wear. Custom logos and team jerseys are available. For orders, please visit TamirGoodman.com. That's TamirGoodman.com.
Broadcasting live from Jerusalem. IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Support Barak Netanya, Israeli professional basketball team, as they give back to the children of Netanya through Netanya Hoops for Kids. Netanya Hoops for Kids serves all of the children of Netanya, especially the ones that need us most. Through basketball clinics held by professional players, at-risk children learn life skills like teamwork, communication, discipline, and community responsibility from real-life heroes. Netanya Hoops for Kids partners with the municipality, schools, and local nonprofits to bring thousands of children to basketball games each season. Join us as a donor, partner, or fan. One city, one team, one family. www.netanyahoopsforkids.org.
The biggest names in sports are all on IsraelSportsRadio.com.
DJ Venom, DJ Venom, DJ Venom, DJing parties throughout Israel, birthday parties, weddings, club events, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, and much more. You pick the type of music, and DJ Venom will turn your event to the party of the year. Available Sunday through Thursday. Call 052-952-6506 or email djvenom1984@yahoo.com. That's 052-952-6506 or email djvenom1984@yahoo.com. Book your party today. That's DJ Venom.
This is Dimitri Salita, and you're listening to IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Building love of Israel, one sports fan at a time. IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Back here on Louis Live on IsraelSportsRadio.com, and whoever real sports fan is, again, we love you, and we hope you can get the professional help you need. If you wanted to give your number so we can pass along to any type of doctors, any of that good stuff.
He's not giving his number, Ari. Come on, you know that. He's scared.
He's very scared. It sucks to live life in fear, and you don't have to live that way. You can get the help you need.
Come on, aren't you 40? Be a man. I'm 40.
Be a man, baby. Come on, Real Sports.
Is that
fan.
one of the best?
What's that?
Is that one of the best
comments?
Clips. Be a man. I'm a man. I'm 40.
It's got to be up. You got sucked.
Right. Well, yeah, we had a good run. I don't know. Do you still have that
Yeah,
reel?
we have it. Yeah. Let's see here.
That's a good reel right there.
Let's
of all the crazy rants.
Let's try this one first.
Oh, I forgot the book. I can't hear it.
Right.
If anybody hasn't read this article, I don't read it.
This is the long version.
This is too long.
Children. I think this is worth reading.
All right, we have to get rid of
Let me
this
tell you
one.
what.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Let's try this one here. If not, volume's all the way up.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm 40. You're not 40.
Not yet. Just the time. All right. Well, this is really not going. This is going a little too slow. Okay. We're gonna dap our very special guest.
I
now.
think there's a cousin or two getting married right now.
Oh yeah, that's why we keep hearing shotguns.
No, it's not shotguns. It's fireworks.
Potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
Virgin.
Is that part of the wedding?
Something like that.
Wait, anticipation.
Hello.
Big Mike Gondelman. You're on Louis Live at Israel Sports Radio with Andy and Ari.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, doing great. Go ahead, Andy.
What up, brother?
What's going on, boys?
Coming out to see you.
Yeah.
Say again?
I say I'm coming out to see you.
You better.
I mean, I was hoping that the double-digit lead that your Yankees are about to have, would maybe dwindle a little before I saw you. But those boys are playing some good baseball.
It's not gonna happen.
I know, it's
Didn't we just
amazing.
hit 3 out of 4 in Fenway?
What's going on, Biggie? You come on, you didn't even expect this.
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
I mean, listen, when it's like you're looking at like an 8th-string shortstop in what's going on in Boston. Really, like, you guys traded away like Euclid, which was like dumb. Forget the level of play that he has, which he's done really well for the White Sox, but like, he's still like a great clubhouse guy.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Bobby Valentine, ego got in the way just a little bit there.
Yeah, well, Bobby wasn't so great with the Mets either.
Right.
So I don't know how you guys think about it.
Right. Well, Joe Torre sucked to it before he got to New York. So.
Biggie, you wanted to talk about this whole Joe Pop thing, right?
Hell yeah, I want to talk about the whole thing about Joe Pa. They're like, I'm seeing all these articles and everything about like, let's go again. Like, should they keep the statue or not? Should they do this? Should they do that? Whatever. It's like, get rid of it. Like, this is a man that pretty much like this, helped destroy a whole bunch of people's lives. It's like when you talk about molestation, what do you think? Like most of my clients have to deal with stuff like this.
Right.
There's a reason why people become drug addicts, alcoholics, suicidal, anorexics, bulimics. Their lives are just destroyed because of a sexual molestation. And then you're like, going to honor this guy? No way, no how.
I agree, 100%. 100%. And you and I just don't agree most of the time when it comes to this stuff. But I agree 100%. And, look, the NCAA is looking into the death penalty. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. There's plenty of guys. Matt Millen still defending Joe Pa. And it's just a disgrace. It's just, he became an enabler, and it's just a disgrace to think.
No, not even that he became an enabler. If you read Rick Riley, he just came out with this article about Joe Pa's legacy. He's talking about how like, in 2001 there were 4 guys in Penn State who were going to go to the top of this whole thing, and Joe Pa stopped them. Like, really?
Really?
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable, and it was it was systemic. It was the entire. I mean, but it's just such a crazy cult-like situation. I mean, in Penn State and Happy Valley, I mean, look what you saw. If you think back, I mean, the student body, everybody rallying around his house, and it's just unbelievable.
Like right now, I fully expect the NCAA to destroy the Penn State football program.
Right.
I fully expect it, and if they don't, it's going to be the biggest disgusting thing, most embarrassing that they can possibly do to themselves. You go after USC or Tennessee or Auburn or like all these other schools for giving people like a convertible, or giving people money to play. Right. It's like, this is like destroying people's lives. This is beyond like money.
Right.
Well, SMU got the death penalty, and it was a lot less. We had Jim Williams on yesterday. As he mentioned, we're in uncharted territory. We've never seen this before. So if that school got the death penalty for what they did, Penn State has to get it. There's no question about it. I've been saying this for weeks. They have to get the death penalty.
They better this better be the death penalty to the Penn State program. It's like the reality is that like, hey, listen, even if they don't do anything, right, or even if they do give them a slap in their ass or whatever, it's like every school is going to be like Penn State's going to be their game, and nobody's going to have to your coach is not going to give you a pep talk beforehand. He's like, you want to kill that team. You want to kill anything that had to do with Joe Pond, Tedeschi, and all this other crap.
No, I agree. And it's funny because what you see is that, and I see it with like my kids. You will be driving down the street and we'll see a car with a Penn State, sticker on it or something.
Right.
My kids will make a comment. I can't believe they put that on their car. And of course they don't realize this person driving that car could have graduated from Penn State 40 years ago and not have anything to do with the football program. But that's what's in everyone's mind right now is that, you see these, T-shirt, "We are Penn State," or whatever it is. And it's like, it just, you look at it and like, and like you said, B, it's just going to be the object of people's just anger and frustration. It'll be interesting to see if they do not do something, what happens on the field. Because I'd imagine recruiting is not going to be easy over the next few years.
Big, you want to ask this because you play college football and obviously at a high level. What does it work with hierarchy as far as, coach does something or a player does something and they try to keep things maybe a little hush-hush? I mean, there's certainly respect, right, from the players about maybe not...
Yeah, okay. You have to understand, son. When I went to college, it was like nothing was bigger than the program except for the head coach.
Okay.
The head coach is the only... And when you're talking about a legend here, when you talk about guys like a Bobby Bowden or Joe Powell or like, Bear Bryant or something like that, those guys are legends. Those aren't just, you can't get rid of a legend. Like everyone was calling for Joe Powell, to be fired, but no athletic director or school president would ever have fired a Joe Powell.
Right.
Like they didn't fire Bobby Bowden in Florida State. They kind of forced him out, granted, but it was like he left as a retirement because you can't do that to a legend. And he felt you feel like you're God if you're that guy.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I remember around 2003, they were saying Joe Pod needed to go, but they said he would have to go on his own terms whenever he wanted to leave.
Right. I mean, look, it was the whole Joe Pa Bowden thing. Who was going to bail first because the whole record and all that kind of stuff. And both of them needed to go, obviously. But yeah, like you said, you can't fire a legend, quote unquote.
Right. But you understand, Bobby Bowden at least understood that, like for the last 10 years that he was at Florida State, you saw based on what was going on the field that Bobby Bowden really wasn't running things anymore. He was just like, he was the face of everything. He had an offense coordinator, defense coordinator, this coordinator, that coordinator. He had an assistant head coach. He was more like, I'm there to help recruit more than anything else. Joe Todd seemed like we're still in the game and still on the ball with everything. So, but
all right,
even so, I don't know, it was like
it's
what he did.
Yeah, it's troubling.
As a father, I don't know how he could have done that. I really don't. He's a father. Like, how in the hell can a father allow another father to do something like that?
Right, especially when you start thinking about right, and you start thinking about the age of his kids and when this was going on. I mean, you're talking, his kids were right in that age group.
I can barely hear you.
No, I said that, you start thinking about the age of Joe Pa's kids and when this stuff was going on. And like you said, how could you do that? It's the same age as your own children.
I have no idea. I have no idea how to put about it, except for one thing. All he cares about is winning, and he doesn't care about anything else.
Power.
Yeah.
It's
all about winning. With winning comes by power.
Yeah.
When you win, you feel amazing. When you lose, you suck.
Right.
When you're that competitive, you have to win.
All right. I mean, I remember how you were with the Kings.
Right.
Let's tease you about that one.
We will be. Listen, Kings will win the championship this year. I'm just letting you know that.
You guaranteed last year they would win. What happened with that?
Oh, let's not go there.
Man, last year we gave one up with a bunch of injuries, but a lot of guys are still learning. But we're turning up some team.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping that the Google will decide to come play with us.
Well,
if you're listening, I'm just putting it out there that we really want Brandon to play with us.
Well, Big, everyone wants to know: you retiring, or you coming back next year? What's the plan?
I mean, listen, I unofficially retired, but listen, I opened up my sober house, the first one sober house, and I'm working 100-hour weeks, so I don't know if I have the time for it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just trying out there to save the lives of a bunch of addicts. So it's a lot of work.
So there's no truth to the rumor that you and Brandon McDougal are going to pull like a LeBron James, Chris Bosh thing and go somewhere together, right?
That'd be awesome, except he'd be going age and I think he moved better than Chris Bosh personally, and and it's I love LeBron, I'll tell you that much, I mean, it's anything to do tractor trailer, man.
Now, I believe you may have been on the show since the TMZ clip where you were in it, and these guys are talking about who would win, and they would say, try to tell that to this guy. Did you see that clip of yourself at TMZ?
Oh, the one that they had about the football draft. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, how did that make you feel?
And it's ridiculous. I didn't realize that's how I am. I thought that was wow. It's not good. That's not good. But it's good though. I just dropped 60 pounds, so I'm very happy with that.
Oh, it was awesome. Nice. And the Sober House, give a plug for that, because I'm really happy you're doing that. That's great work. Tell everyone out there listening how they can help with the Sober House and more details about it.
So basically like this, we're a post-rehab program, that's out there to help guys, learn how to live life. One of the biggest problems with addicts have is they don't know how to live life sober. If anyone's got any interest, they can check it out on www.jerusalemsoberhouse.com, or they can give me a call at 0526-999-878. All right.
All right, Biggie, I'm going to come out and see you. Congratulations. I know you're doing some great work, and keep it up, buddy. We're proud of you.
If you're able to,
all right, guys, enjoy.
Big Mike, you're working
Sunday. Just enjoy the Yankees winning the World Championships this year.
Oh, they're built for the regular season, but that's a discussion for a different day.
Now you're
right. So just know that, listen, a 1-2 punch with CC and Pettit is I'd like to see you guys take that on. I'd like to see anyone take that on, really. Maybe a 1-2 punch right now. It's you got Pettit who's going to be rested because he's been half the season injured. Just preparing himself for the postseason. And, can't deny the big game pitchers.
Absolutely.
Lefties.
Now, you're working Sunday night, so you won't be able to come to my roast. But if you're able to, 9 p.m. Off the Wall Comedy Club. It was great having you last year, and you come roast me again, and I can roast you back.
I will try and be there, but like I said, I got to work a lot. All right, brother. Speaking of which, I got to get back to work.
All right, man.
All right.
Good stuff.
All right.
Big Mike.
All right, all the best.
See you, buddy.
Peace.
All right, bye.
All right, what we do now is we're going to take a break, but not a commercial break exactly. We're going to.
What?
I just want to play this Kobe Bryant stuff because I was just fascinated with it. This is his interviews with Graham Bester. It was weird he did this because Ray Lewis did one of these about a year and a half ago talking about his murder trial when people were starting to forget about it. And now Kobe Bryant would talk about everything. The rape trial, his relationship with Shaq and Phil Jackson, everything. So it was weird why he did that, but I thought it was good soap opera stuff. The wrestling show was right before us. Andy had that's soap operas. You mentioned we were at Hagove a few weeks ago. Sports is really a soap opera, and it's just good, juicy stuff. So Kobe Bryant talks about Shaquille O'Neal's relationship with him, with Phil Jackson, which he said is pretty funny. He talked about Phil never really talked straight to him, that it was kind of like driving around and then he would slide to the points, and he didn't want his intelligence insulted, and he wanted to just be told what to do straight.
In Depth with Grant Bensinger is brought to you by Lowe's. For all your home improvement needs, Lowe's. Never stop improving.
You mentioned Shaq. You guys obviously had a very, very successful working relationship. I mean, 3 consecutive titles, what more could you ask for? But, I mean, nobody makes any secrets. There just wasn't the close relationship there that you might like with teammates. Why do you think you were unable to maintain that same working relationship for longer?
This just wasn't going to happen. It's not in the cards. I mean, there's things that I wanted to do with my career, take my career to another level, that I was just incapable of doing as long as we were playing together, and which I was fine with doing until I heard him say a few times that Kobe's not going to be as successful without me, and this, that, and the other, and that kind of became the chatter. So now once that became the chatter, I was like, oh wait, whoa. No.
Especially for a guy who's hyper competitive.
It just wasn't going to work. So no matter what happened, even if we had won that championship, me being a free agent, there was just no way. I had to accept this challenge and had to see what I could do.
And you said in some ways part of the friction came from you both being very similar type of people.
Yeah.
In what ways?
Well, we're both alpha males, man. We both don't mess around. We don't beat around the bush. And one of the big problems that he had with me is that I'm extremely brutally honest with my guys, and it's just, if a player's not working as hard as he should, I'm going to tell him. And, and that includes somebody who's 7'3", 400 pounds.
How does a conversation like that go
Probably
over?
not the smartest thing in the world to do, but,
right.
It is what it is.
Right. Yeah, how does a conversation like that, I mean, do you...
I don't
talk
pull
to
any
somebody like him the same way you would any other teammate?
Oh yeah, I don't pull any punches, man. And I think that's why it's such a great deal of respect still, from him to me and vice versa. Is that he knows what I'm about. He knows I'm not going to sugarcoat things, and I'm going to be straight up and honest about them.
So, like any professional athlete, I mean, everybody is criticized, and I think the more successful the athlete you are, the more criticism you receive. There, you said, early on, I read this is back from like your really young days in the league, that you were at the time confronted by veteran players over what they viewed as kind of selfish play on the basketball court. How much truth do you think there was to that then?
I think it probably was some, to the extent of when I would decide to be aggressive and when it was time to kind of more utilize my teammates, because I was full throttle all the time. And so, they would view that as selfishness, but the reality was just decision making of when to attack, when to pull back, when to trust your teammates, when to get this guy going, when to get that guy going, and then when to hit the throttle and attack. So I had to kind of figure out the balance of, the game. And then when to go and when not to go, because at 19, 20 years old, man, I was full throttle, man.
And what was that like for you, figuring out the balance of the game?
It was fun. I mean, it was a great challenge. And it's I think I was very fortunate to have to try to figure that out, because most of my peers never learned that because they didn't have to. They were on a team that was, happy to make it to playoffs, and that wasn't the situation I was in. They needed me to win a championship, and to do that, they needed me to figure out that balance and figure it out ASAP. And I think because of that, it made me a much better player.
What about figuring it out do you think made you a better player?
I had great coaching. Phil Jackson, the Tex Winter, who I call Master Yoda.
And you called him even before Phil Jackson even came to coach.
Because I recognized his intelligence level, his genius. And I wanted to learn from him, and it just so happened he came and coached us the following year. And I had a chance to kind of really pick his brain and understand the game, and I think just my basketball IQ went to another level because of them.
And what was it you're trying to learn?
The momentums of the game, and when to use your teammates, and when to pick your spots and how to pick them, and how to read the defense, to take advantage of certain situations and scenarios, and understanding the shot clock and the timing and all this other stuff. And I couldn't figure it out on my own. I mean, I was very, very, very fortunate to have Phil and Tex.
I'm a man! I'm 40!
Milo's, you can set reminders to keep your home.
You're tuned in to the only all-sports talk network in the Middle East, IsraelSportsRadio.com.
This is Tamar Cass, and you're listening to Israel Sports Radio.
Shalom from the United States. I'm Gina Pitts.
Parrish Graham.
Mike Pitts.
Roosevelt Hall.
Mike Roy.
We're your friends from the Pro Sports Lives radio show on WAFS Biz 1190 AM. You're listening to Louis Live.
Broadcasting live from Israel.
IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Sports Strain Seat C, compression fit, UV protection, moisture wicking, anti-odor, and physique enhancing. Certified by the Circle K. Sports Strain is a revolutionary seat garment that features high performance properties and a compression fit, offering the wearer ultimate comfort and style for sports and everyday wear. Custom logos and team jerseys are available. For orders, please visit TamirGoodman.com. That's TamirGoodman.com.
Broadcasting live from Jerusalem, IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Support Barak Netanya Israeli professional basketball team as they give back to the children of Netanya through Netanya Hoops for Kids. Netanya Hoops for Kids serves all of the children of Netanya, especially the ones that need us most. Through basketball clinics held by professional players, at-risk children learn life skills like teamwork, communication, discipline, and community responsibility from real-life heroes. Netanya Hoops for Kids partners with the municipality, schools, and local nonprofits to bring thousands of children to basketball games each season. Join us as a donor, partner, or fan. One city, one team, one family. www.netanyahoopsforkids.org.
The biggest names in sports are all on IsraelSportsRadio.com.
DJ Venom, DJ Venom, DJ Venom, DJing parties throughout Israel, birthday parties, weddings, club events, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, and much more. You pick the type of music, and DJ Venom will turn your event into the party of the year. Available Sunday through Thursday. Call 052-952-6506 or email djvenom1984@yahoo.com. That's 052-952-6506 or email djvenom1984@yahoo.com. Book your party today. That's DJ Venom.
This is Dimitri Salita, and you're listening to IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Building love of Israel, one sports fan at a time. IsraelSportsRadio.com.
Back here on Louis Live on IsraelSportsRadio.com. And as I mentioned to you, when we had Big Mike on, Big Mike was in a kind of, I don't know if you call this a commercial exactly, but TMZ covered.
Commercial? Usually a commercial promotes something.
Right. I don't know what this is exactly. But
it was weird because, you're of the philosophy of there's no bad press.
Right.
This was pretty darn close.
Yeah. TMZ kind of made fun of us pretty good. And when I say us, well, not really us, the IFL.
Well, but we were part of it.
Yeah, we're part of it. I mean, people call us,
they could have mentioned us.
It's very possible, yeah. We could have.
No, I mean, they could have. They didn't.
Yeah, we kind of got lucky there. We got lucky all the way around. But I've been called the voice of the IFL, and you're the best color commentary in English of the IFL on the internet. And here, we want to play this. Oh, I also post the IFL for all the IFL players. You're welcome to come to my roast as well. Hopefully, Uriel will be there. But this is the TMZ. There's a couple of them out there, so I don't know if this one is the one with Big Mike, but I want to play it.
מדברים פוטבול, גרסה ישראלית. מדברים פוטבול, לחיים.
Yeah, that's not making fun.
It
is Tails who won the toss.
The Israeli Football League. Have you ever heard of this?
governor.
So the Israeli Football League is actually pretty much like largely sponsored by the Kraft family from the Patriots.
Yeah, New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft has funded a 10-team semi-pro football league in Israel, and last week his son Daniel went to Jerusalem for the annual Hanukkah Bowl.
The Judean rebels were playing the Jerusalem Kings.
What's so funny?
I agree.
Why can't Jews play football?
Well, I think don't know about that, but I agree. What's so funny?
Ha ha ha! Yeah, make your funny jokes to this guy.
There's Big Mike. That's
Sachkanim!
If you type in the Israel Football League in YouTube, and Big Mike's in about 50 seconds. So
That's a clown question, bro.
Here.
Ha ha ha! Yeah, make your funny jokes to this guy. Sachkanim Sachkum! Not bad, Chaverim!
We should have him play Tebow and settle it once and for all.
Who does Jesus root for if Tebow plays against a bunch of Israelis?
Yeah, Jesus was Jewish.
Wow, this one is personal. Do you go for your follower or your people? Wow.
Where are you going to put your money?
I gotta go for the Jews.
I'm going for the Gentiles.
Okay, bring it on.
If you're interested, the Judean rebels won the Hanukkah Bowl 66-20.
Wow. So the Jews won! And the Jews lost. But still, one question remains. Who gets to keep the coin?
That's actually prejudice, but like it's kind of just goes away. It's like under the radar because like it's just so common.
What? Who gets to keep the coin?
Right.
Right. Exactly.
They're calling us like the stingy joke. That's like offensive, but it's like we've heard so much worse, gone through so much worse. It's like whatever. You know.
Trust me, if the question was. I don't know, because no matter how I say this, it's not going to come out right. But let's just say it was a story about, I don't know, a couple of traditional black colleges, and they said
like
something.
Grambling or something.
Yeah, and they said something about fried chicken or watermelon. That wouldn't go over so well.
Right.
But keeping the coin,
the Jews,
what's the big deal? It's just the Jews. I mean, we all know who kept the coin. It was Madoff, you bastard. He kept all the coins. All right? Stupid.
I think Ofri Becker kept it.
Ofri?
Yeah.
He kept the trophy.
There's another clip out there where Ofri gets a little more FaceTime.
Have you seen the clip on the Rebels website of us?
Huh.
40 seconds in.
Okay. It's a video.
Yeah. 40 seconds in is you and I. I think it was when you were yelling, "Go Rebels, I love you."
What? Oh, God. Wait a minute.
You.
Is it JudeanRebels.com?
I hope so. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, well, because...
No, it's probably...
.co.il or something?
Yeah, they're Israeli.
Let's see if we can find this. Hopefully...
the official...
Oh, God. Wait, is this...
Yeah, try that.
Okay, this hopefully will be it.
That could be.
The Judean Rebels, for those of you who don't know the IFL, one of the 10 teams that won the title 2 years ago. And there's a lot of...
Well, no, 10 teams did not win the title 2 years ago.
Right. No. Yes, I misspoke. There are 10 teams. The Rebels are one of those 10 teams, and they won the title 2 years ago with just the whole all-star characters. And, yeah. Anyway, so... Oh, it is JudeanRebels.org, by the way. That is the website.
Well, because they're a non-profit.
Ah. Okay, so that would explain that.
So some people say.
Right. So a bunch of rebels came into Ben Gurion Airport.
Yeah, they helped out the New Olim, carrying their bags, being manly men.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It is. Well, it's sort of like you see a lot of the Phoenix Cardinals helping Mexicans across the border in Arizona. No, it's different.
This guy is David Matlin. I know who he is.
Who is that?
Nevesh Benefit. She's from Arizona. There's David. And there's Batsalo, Coach Batsalo Freeman.
Assistant coach.
He's assistant now?
Yeah.
Who's the head coach?
I don't know. Don't you read? Scroll down. You need to keep up.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, that's the little secret that I believe you know.
Right.
Yeah, keep going. I'm not talking about Burrell.
Let's see.
Get ready for the 2000. Keep going down. Here it is. Oh, here's what. That's the story. I don't know. Yeah, they announced a new head coach there, fella.
Oh, all right. Where are we now in this?
There's a video. There's a documentary.
Right. Do you know what part of this is?
Well, you need to slow down there, fella.
Sorry, I'm coming. A little slow. Here, let's go all the way to the top and go down.
All right.
Okay. Is it multimedia gallery probably, right?
Maybe.
Let's try that. Video highlights.
Yeah, try it and see.
Rebels Championship video?
Yeah, it could be.
All right. Give it a shot here.
Oh, yeah. Is that the music just get you going?
Right here, we start to win. Right now, let's go, baby.
I'm screaming Rebels, that orange and green.
It probably worked.
Oh, Ari Louis.
All right. That's not my fault. Computer's going slow. Here, let me get rid of some stuff.
Some
A
stuff.
little faster.
Yeah, this is good radio. Again, we are on our game tonight.
Absolutely. A lot of good breaks our way. All right,
Hills Judean, like Rebels, Rebels. We hit the field like a banshee, the team that you can't beat. Running back so fast you can't see. Betos on the field with beasts. Off the field we got a message of peace. Don't matter what your religion is.
Get ready.
Go.
Get ready. I said 40.
This could be a pre-game warm-up for a football game in any American town or any American city, except that it's not. This is Jerusalem, and the team's.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
This could be a pre-game warm-up for a football game in any American town or any American city, except that it's not. This is Jerusalem, and the.
I'm so bummed out. All right, we'll play a little more of
The
this.
teams playing tonight are the Judean Rebels against the Jerusalem Lions.
Come on, take that ball back.
One freaking second. I think though, I gave them the radio. Okay, this is us when we did the semifinal game. Here in a moment. This I'm much more proud of than us being on for.
And the Rebels win the ball back with 1:29 to go in the fourth quarter.
There you go. That's real stuff. You go to jrebels.org, scroll down to play the last 10 minutes of the 2011 semifinal game. That's real stuff. All right, let's keep the fun going. And we're going to...
Now can we relive the Tel Aviv Sabres season? Did you see their rings?
No, what do they look like? They're nice?
Nice. They're sweet. Yona was talking about it last night. He's like, I like those rings.
And is he hoping to get some... I mean, it's been a few
He retired.
years. What's that?
He retired.
Yoda retired?
Yeah, he's not a coach anymore either.
Wow. He
Yep.
went out like that.
Huh?
He went out in a blowout fashion.
Yeah, well, he said he's done. Viggy's going to take over, Coach Viggy.
Huh.
So 215. I don't. What area code is 215?
Philadelphia, I believe.
You have reached the voicemail of Ari Louis.
All right, so don't worry, we have a backup. Though I had a feeling this might happen, so we're going to.
You've been on your game booking guests tonight. Let me tell you.
Yeah, so they're committed.
Let me tell you.
All right. Yes. A second here.
Are you into summer league basketball at all?
Not really.
No, you don't like watching the guys at the end of the bench fight it out for that spot?
No, it's not such a thing that really pleases me so much. I don't know. People are into it. Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah. Do.
What? Now you're not into summer league at all, right?
Not really. But I find it interesting that some people are.
Yeah, I mean, people that are. I don't know if they're really social people.
I'm not going to respond to that comment. That's not nice. And we're sending a message of peace off the field. I could go gangsta.
I wish that guy would just go.
Remember when we had Shine?
Yeah, that was fun.
All that food that was ordered for Shine.
Yeah, for Rip Clive, and he got us rice and fish.
That was so good. Remember all the young Judea kids showed back up just to eat the food?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, and to meet Shine, sorry.
Right, and to ask him questions.
The only thing funnier than that was when all that food was bought for David Blue.
Right.
Happy birthday, Blue. His birthday was, I believe, yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday, Blue. And he ate a hamburger, and he really didn't need that food.
Right, because Snuffleupagus had to buy hamburgers, if I remember correctly.
We had a Diet Coke for a professional athlete.
And we had fruit and cookies and everything that someone else really enjoyed eating.
I think David Blue would like this.
I'm his handler. Okay.
Yeah.
Handle that. Lori Brownstone is performing all over the country. If you have not seen or heard Lori Brownstone, she is hilarious.
Yeah, she's very funny, and you can check her out on when she was on with us on YouTube. If you type Lori Brownstone Israel Sports Radio, you'll see a video come up.
She knows more about hockey and that weird food that they eat in Canada.
Right, the fries and the...
fries, cheese, and...
Yeah, the thing, poutine.
Poutine, yeah.
All right, while we're going to have the guests actually call us, and while we're waiting for that, we're going to look up poutine. And
Can we give a shout-out to Sunday night's host, the PC guy?
Oh, yeah, he's great.
Helped me out today.
He helps out everyone. The man's a total mensch, and we wouldn't have the studio if it wasn't for him.
That's true, because I couldn't do much on that conference call, if I remember correctly.
We're able to call through Skype because he did some magic thing. Blah, blah, blah. He set up the cords.
I mean, forget the $500 digitizer that is not being used. I mean, you got Skype.
Yeah, that's what counts. All right, we've now been in touch with our final guest of the evening, so we're going to dial him up right now.
He's in Ireland?
Ireland?
Oh, is that Israeli
right
flag?
next to Ireland. Sorry, what was that?
It's an Israeli flag?
Yeah, this is Israeli flag here. And there'll be a lot of good stuff to talk about.
Do I know this person?
Yeah, you know this person. This will be kind of a reverse of something we've done before.
Really?
Yeah, basically. I figured it'd be kind of funny.
Hello?
Raphael, you're live on Louis Live at Israel Sports Radio.
You're silly.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how you doing? Figured we switch things, have you on the phone, and have Andy here on the mic. So, CeCe looked great against your Blue Jays. What do you have to say about that?
Say that again? I can't hear you that well.
CeCe Sabathia looked great against your Blue Jays. No wonder you can't hear us well.
Oh, yeah. They had an off day. It wasn't their best day. They're, I think, a game under 500, but we'll bounce back. I'm not worried.
How's this cellar taste?
Well, we're pretty used to it. Andy, you know that.
Raphael, you're Canadian. Tell us what poutine is.
Tell us what is?
Poutine.
I can't hear you. If I could hear you, I could tell you.
Poutine?
Poutine. I don't know what you're talking about.
French fry thing.
It's a cheese French fries thing with some weird sauce.
Hey, that's French Canadian. I'm not a French Canadian. My family's from Toronto, not that crazy France Canada crap. We don't do that.
Halleckman is a Montreal guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Montreal is different than Toronto. Very different.
Do Toronto people not like people from Montreal?
So the French Canadians are their own people in Canada in a way.
Hey, hey, Rafi. Let me ask you this: do Canadians enjoy the Summer Olympics?
Do Canadians enjoy the Summer Olympics? No, not really, because we're just waiting for the Winter Olympics to see Sidney Crosby beat the USA again.
Oh God! I have a whole theory about that, and I had this discussion, and it's kind of weird to think where I had this discussion with you. It was at the Brit Milah of Shmuel's 2-year-old.
2 years ago.
Right, 2 years ago, right after, that was the day after, I believe, Uriel was with us. If you're from Canada and you win the gold medal in hockey, that's kind of like an Israeli being excited over good hummus. You know, it should happen in your country.
Okay, well, Andy, let me stump you with this. What about the Spanish beating the USA basketball team this summer in the Olympics? Because I'm predicting it right now on Louis Live.
Listen, there's not enough Gasols to go around. You know what I'm saying? You can only they have 2 players because apparently Ricky Rubio's hurt. Which
Ricky Rubio torn ACL, but you forgot someone very important. Serge Ibaka, one of the best defensive players in the NBA.
I know, but it's kids against men.
The USA will struggle as they did against who was it the other Brazil the other night. They really struggled in a silly exhibition game.
Silly exhibition game.
The
You
NBA
said
roster play from Spain, and Spain will win in the gold medal game. I'm predicting it right now.
I'm predicting that Spain will play Poland for the bronze.
Not enough love for the European basketball, Andy Gershman. Where's the love?
I think that, well, look, seriously, I think it's just the American team. I was saying to Ari, you've got 2 or 3 NBA talented players on each team, but you've got 12 on the U.S. team. And I know there's egos and there's all this other stuff, but I just can't see anyone, beating this team. I don't even see anyone close.
We'll see. This team is very young, as you said. Very young and very old, but the starting 5, not that impressive, in my opinion. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, come on. LeBron James,
look.
Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Guy named Kobe.
And you have James Harden and who else for the Russell Westbrook?
Tyson Chandler, who's overrated.
He is overrated.
Gasol will show him out. Zidane Ibaka will block him. Fernandez, my boy Rudy Fernandez, will make a couple shots. My boy from the Raptors, from the Toronto Raptors, Jose Calderon, I bet you haven't even heard of him, will play.
All know the Raptors,
we're going to boss.
The Raptors
Spanish
are
team
a
is gonna
European
boss.
team. I always thought Omri Moshe should go to the Raptors. Seriously, I think it fits him. The style of play fits him, and the tax structure fits him.
We're going to chat in from David. He just saw this tweeted, so he thought it'd fit with the conversation. He says, watching Team USA play basketball against other nations like Great Britain is like watching Virginia Tech play football against UVA. You have to translate that for us.
Except UVA was ranked last year, so that's a silly comparison.
UVA was ranked and then got slapped, and I left a word out. Look, it's not even. It's apples and oranges. It's just. Like I said, you got 2 or 3 good players on each team, but
Chandler, they don't need, according to David, they don't need him to score a point. He's there for defensive rebounds.
Right. What about? Are you excited? You think England pops Mensah-Bosa, Luau Dang, and the head coach from Franklin and Marshall can put together a team that's going to even be able to stay on the court?
Hey, I'm not talking about the other teams. I'm talking about Spain. That's all.
You talking about what?
I didn't mention any other teams but Spain. Just Spain.
Is Rajon Rondo on the team?
Rajon Rondo is not on the team.
He should be. Actually,
this team is loaded with talent, and a lot of these guys play. They have. I'm going to count for you right now. They have 6 guys who have played in the NBA. And 8 guys who have played in the NBA. 6 guys who currently play in the NBA. This is going to be. Listen to the Spanish starting 5: Marc Gasol, All-Star; Pau Gasol, All-Star; Rudy Fernandez, underrated; Jose Calderon, top 3 in assists every year, top 5 in assists in the NBA; Juan Carlos Navarro, who played for the Grizzlies. And this team, Sergio Rodriguez, a backing up point guard; Philip Reyes, backing up power forward; Serge Ibaka, backup center. Spain is going to win the gold.
I can argue that the players in the NBA that aren't on the U.S. team could beat Spain.
I think it was a poor. I don't like the USA team. I said James Harden is the same James Harden.
Because you're Canadian. Just say it. Just say it already.
Say what?
You're Canadian.
What is that? How does that? Hey, if Team Canada, if Team Canada was in the Olympics and Steve Nash stood up, they'd be winning the gold, in my opinion, too. But that's another thing, Andy.
Where's Team Israel?
All right. Where's Team Israel? Team Israel just won a European champion, or like a European qualifying, and led by Alex Tyus, the convert from University of Florida.
Now, I'm looking at the U.S. team. Now, you told me the Spanish team had 8 NBA players. I'm thinking the U.S. team might have 12.
Yeah. 12 guys like Russell Westbrook, who shoots the ball whenever he feels like it and shoots the ball more than Kevin Durant. That's why they lost the finals.
No, that's not why they lost the finals. They lost the finals because of 2 words. Let me think of them real quick. LeBron James. They lost the finals. Kevin Westbrook.
Maybe James Harden not showing up. Another
well,
player
yeah,
on the USA
that's
national
really
team.
why they lost the finals. But let me tell you, Kevin Westbrook, don't be a Kevin Westbrook hater. Why do people hate Kevin Westbrook? He's the only guy that was shooting and scoring. My goodness, I'm telling you, Kevin Love. Look, let's talk about the team that's not there. How about Rajon Rondo, D Wade, Derrick Rose? I'm telling you, the guys not there could beat Spain.
Guys.
No, I'm more. Andy. That is the first thing we agree on. I think it's
ever. Wait, didn't you say? Didn't you agree with me that David Freese would win the MVP of the National League?
I did not agree on that. I still think Jose Batista should get some top 3 love in the AL. That's all.
250. All right, we got to end the call here, Rafi, because we just have a guest.
Because that was just crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. Because we have guests coming in. But thank you for being on Louis Live at Israel Sports Radio, and we'll see you.
Hey, we got to get you in studio with me before I leave.
Next week.
All right, we'll do it.
Sounds good.
All right, see you guys.
All right, see you, man.
Okay.
Rafi is one of the better debaters.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, because sometimes I really don't even think he believes it. But he told me tonight that if you don't believe it, you have no chance. So, I mean, what he did to that poor kid earlier was just disgusting.
You mean out here in the green room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he took him up one side, down the other. But he did what he had to do.
David says, okay, 1 second here. Ari, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Crazy day, and my cell phone died, so I apologize for that.
Listen, don't ever apologize to Ari Louis for cell phone troubles.
I actually spit out something there. Ari Bluestein joined us now, our Philadelphia Insider, for the last segment here on the program. About 10 minutes. We're going to spend most of 10 minutes on, you know what, Joe Paterno.
What?
Death penalty is being talked about right now. How close are we seeing that to happen? You're on the ground, so tell us what you've been hearing.
There's a lot of things going on. A lot of discussions. We are hearing the death penalty. I don't think that. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. It's very interesting. What I'm hearing is a very possibility is going to happen is that Penn State will be stripped of bowl eligibility for 1 year, and they will lose television contracts. So I think that's pretty much what's going to happen. There is still talk that the death penalty is going to occur, but I don't think it's going to go that far.
Really? Okay. Because SMU got the death penalty for much less. I mean, this scandal involves the president, vice president, the AD, and the head coach. We've had some few guests on this past week who think it should happen. Let's talk about your personal opinion. Do you think it should happen?
Yeah, I think it should. I think really, even though this isn't a football issue, and the death penalty has happened for worse, but this is outside of the realm of NCAA regulations. This is above that. So I think this is going to set a new precedent for other things happening in this program, in football programs. So I think even though the NCAA rules and regulations wouldn't say, okay, this is cause for a death penalty, I think this goes above where the rules are, and I think they have to implement it. So I would say, yes, they should do it, But as long as something happens, whether they lose the bowl eligibility and they lose the TV contracts, which would really hurt the program, as long as that happens, I'd be fine with it. But I think something has to happen to this program that allowed all these things to go on for all these years.
Now, we also heard talk about the statue, Joe Paterno, about it potentially being taken down. A lot of people might be against it because he has a lot of loyal following, obviously, for a long, long time. What are the odds and chances of that occurring?
Now, originally, Penn State came out and said the statue is not coming down. However, they are getting a lot of threats. There was actually a helicopter flying above Penn State's campus with a little message coming out of it saying, "Take down the statue or we will." So there's a lot of threats going on at Penn State to take the statue down. I believe that they're going to decide within the week whether Penn State will take the statue down or not. My own personal opinion, I think they have to take it down. They have to wipe the slate clean from that administration to try and start over, to try and help Penn State come out of this series of events.
Are you closer? Are you in the Philly area? Where?
I live right outside of Philadelphia. I was born and raised in Northeast Philadelphia, so I'm probably like 2 to 3 hours away from the Penn State main campus. However, there's a number of Penn State campuses around my area.
Right, and obviously a number of Penn State alum. I mean, the whole region from Pennsylvania down into where I am in D.C. and Maryland is full of Penn State alum. I was saying earlier, it's incredible to think, people say and see Penn State T-shirts or stickers or whatever, and it's just everyone has that same weird reaction, like, oh God, I can't believe they're wearing that. It's sort of like, when people would wear a Michael Vick jersey, for when he was before he was playing for the Eagles, it was like, oh, how could you have your kid in a Michael Vick jersey?
Then when he started throwing touchdowns, it was okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's a whole different story.
To be the winner.
He apologized. But my point is that, even without a death penalty, I mean, what happens to recruiting and all kinds of other things that come out of this? I mean, fundraising, everything for the program.
Yeah, it's going to take a big hit. The fundraising will certainly go down. I think even if there are games, I think attendance will still be there. They sell out every Saturday that they have a game in Happy Valley. In terms of recruiting, there's a story coming out now that I believe the NCAA is trying to pass some kind of temporary rule that if you transfer out of Penn State, you do not suffer losing a year of eligibility where you have to wait a year to play in the next program that you transfer to. So I think you're going to see a lot of transfers. I think you've already seen a handful of freshman commits withdraw from Penn State to go to other schools. So I think this is definitely going to hurt the program, especially if they get the death penalty or if they get that year bowl ban and lose a lot of the television money. So I think the program will definitely take a hit from this. It will take a while for it to recover, if it ever does recover.
And let's talk. I don't know if it will ever recover. I mean, the problem is it just gets worse and worse and worse. You find out more information. Apparently, Sandusky's been doing this since the 70s, and Joe Pa apparently told 3 people who were going to go to the police not to do that. So I think we're done seeing Penn State as certainly an elite program, maybe as a program at all. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think the program will still exist, even if they have the 1-year death penalty, like everybody's talking about. But, I mean, it does get worse and worse. I mean, now the Jerry Sandusky thing coming out that he was doing stuff in the 70s, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Who knows if it's actually true or not with these new people coming out. The Free Report, the Louis Free Report came out talking about what you said with Paterno, basically kind of telling the guys, he didn't tell them, but it was a discussion, and he kind of led the discussion saying that they will handle it internally, which was definitely the wrong decision. Now, the Paterno family is going to run their own investigation of the Louis Free Report, so I think that maybe different facts could come out, a different opinion is going to come out based on these emails, so it's just going to go on forever, and, these kind of things, as time goes on, more stuff comes out, and you may even see more things come out where maybe Paterno was even more involved, and he had conversations with Sandusky knowing what was going on. It's just a big mess up there, and it is a shame for all the Penn State football players and the alums associated with the program.
Let me ask you this, because I absolutely have no idea, and if anyone wants to chat in and answer, I don't know. What happens if they get the death penalty? What happens to the players that are currently on the roster? Do they have to sit out a year, or can they go play somewhere else?
Yeah, it's kind of what I was saying earlier with the new rule that's trying to be implemented, where a Penn State player can transfer to a different school without having to sit out a year. So I think the players may have the choice where if they want to stay at Penn State, then they would sit out the year. Do they lose a year of eligibility? Maybe. I'm not sure how exactly that would work, but I'm sure most of the Penn State players, especially the good players and the young players, are going to transfer out and find another program, especially if they make that rule where they do not have to sit out a year. So it'll be very interesting to see what the NCAA decides, and then if they do decide to give the death penalty, where the players go from there. It's going to be a lot of movement, I'm sure, out of Penn State.
We have someone chatting in asking a question. I'm not even sure this is a real question, but are there any British players on the Penn State football team?
Well, I do not know the answer to that question, so I apologize. I cannot answer the chatter's question.
Maybe a kicker that'll probably miss.
Maybe. I have no kicker, punter. I'm not sure.
Right. I was just curious.
Back more to something. This is also brought by a chatter here. You know, people are going to feel funny showering in the showers where the kids were raped. In all seriousness,
what?
I mean, that's what this chatter says. I tend to agree with it. Like, it's all over the place.
Right.
This whole scandal. It's not in a vacuum somewhere. So, what about current recruiting? What about recruiting that happened last fall? Did anyone notice a drop off in that?
Yes, some players have already left who were, they were recruited to starting this year, and they are, a few of them have already transferred out of their schools. And in regards to the shower, they are actually going to, I believe, renovate that whole area of the building. So they basically wiped clean of whatever went on in the showers in that locker room. So they're going to renovate that part of the facility.
Now, there's also rumor we're getting from a chat that O.J. Simpson has been asked by the Paterno family to help find the real killer in this case.
The real criminal, yeah.
Wow, you guys got jokes today. Yeah, I have not heard that, so I'm pretty sure that's not true.
Let me throw you kind of a curveball question. Are people and I'm being serious about this, are people starting to think maybe Paterno, you mentioned more involved, like Sandusky involved? I mean, is that possible? Because you see wild card stuff over and over and over. Has anyone brought that up on Sports Talk or anything that Paterno might have actually physically done something outside of covering it up?
No, I don't think that's been brought up. Okay. I think that pretty much what the story is that, Paterno could have done more, could have went to the authorities, decided to handle it internally, and made a bad decision. I don't think he was involved in anything that Sandusky was doing. I don't think anybody was involved in what Sandusky was doing in the Penn State program. But obviously people did know about it, especially after the Mike McQueary incident in 2001 where he saw it and stopped it and went to Paterno about it. So I don't think Paterno was involved at that level. But in terms of Paterno's legacy, it is pretty much split. I don't know if it's 50-50, but there are people that are saying they're ignoring this and saying he still had a great football career, but others are saying that his legacy is absolutely tarnished because of these latest investigations, these latest events.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we're going to chat it. There's been rumors that a molestation ring with Sandusky as the center. So I guess when Sandusky was a player,
No, the center of the rumors.
Oh, center of the rumor.
Center as in downtown.
Oh,
center.
okay. All right, apologize about that. Is this
We're way too into sports?
Is this the first thing people think of, or you think of when you hear Joe Pa? Is this whole? I mean, it certainly is for me, but not partly because it's recent, but because of everything. Everything when you say Joe Pa, is this the first thing you think of the Sandusky scandal?
No.
Yeah, I think right now you do. Now, it'll be interesting if you ask me that question a year later or 2 years later after maybe things start to settle down. Will people remember Joe Pa for his great career, or will they remember him for this whole Sandusky issue? I feel like it's going to be a little bit of both. You remember he was a great football coach, really did wonders for the Penn State football program, but he did make some poor decisions when it came to the well-being of young kids involved with Sandusky's charity. So for me, I'm always going to think of Joe Pa with this Sandusky thing because I wasn't a huge Penn State football fan in the first place. But if you're a Penn State football fan, it's hard to deny what Joe Pa did for the university and for the program.
Right. Let me ask you, I'm going to switch subjects completely as we get ready to wrap this up. But you're a basketball guy. You follow a lot of basketball. We just had our good friend Raphael on who claims that Spain can give the U.S. a run because of their depth and their NBA experience. I don't think anyone gives the U.S. a run in the Olympics. What do you think?
I don't think anybody will give the U.S. a run. I'm going to leave the window open a little bit if the U.S. does have a bad game, like what we saw the other night in the exhibition when they played Brazil. They did not have a good shooting night. But if the U.S. is on their game and they play defense, and it looks like they have a lot of good defenders like LeBron and Andre Iguodala from the Philadelphia 76ers, Russell Westbrook, a lot of great defenders, Tyson Chandler as well. They play defense and they take high percentage shots. There's no way anybody even comes close to their talent level. I feel USA will win the gold, maybe get a couple of tough games along the way, but I don't think they're going to lose in the Olympics at all.
Is there any chance that they get a bad call, a bad clock when they're playing against the United Kingdom since it is in London? I'm just kidding.
I don't think that the British team is even going to come close to having a call affect the game. I think if it was in Spain, maybe I would make that argument, but the British team is just not good at all.
You're not British bashing, though. That's just a humble opinion.
That's my opinion. Hey, I hope they do well, but I don't know if they have any NBA caliber players on that team.
Luol Deng, I guess, is the only. Well, yeah, Luol Deng and Pops Mensah-Bosa.
Oh yeah, Mensah-Bosa. Yeah, he's a killer.
Well, of course, we saw him posterize our very own Omar Caspi.
It was awesome. I can still hear that dog. I love it.
All right, Ari.
All right. We're going to let you go, but thank you for being on the ground and giving us information about the Joe Paterno scandal. We hope to, I don't know if it's going away next week, but we hope to have you on at better times and to talk about lighter things in this whole thing, to actual sports instead of a scandal. But thank you for being on Louis.
Yeah, sure, right.
Yeah, thank you for being on Louis Live National Sports Radio. Yes, be well, and we'll speak with you soon.
Okay, thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right, that's going to wrap up the show. But kind of a crazy show today.
It was, and I don't even know what to say about the United Kingdom.
Oh, just in general?
In general. I mean, it's a country that gets excited about royal weddings.
Soccer.
Queen's birthday or years in office. I mean, who cares? It's not like she ran for office and she won. It's a birthright to be the Queen of England.
Right. We talked about this.
It's also a birthright to suck in sports when you're from England.
I was at Nicky's last weekend, and we were talking about Prince Charles is not going to be the king because he married Camilla. Right?
He'll pass up. But did you see, and this is completely off the British love that we feel here, that Nadal has pulled out of the Olympics.
Oh, has he? Okay.
Right, so Andy Murray might actually win something once.
Wow.
Right.
Okay,
matters.
Real sports fan is saying, there you go, British bashing.
It's love.
It's love. You're confusing it,
It's
too.
like, if you don't know the difference between love and bashing is to say something about the bad food, the fish and chips, and the bad teeth. This is love. I'm feeling.
No, absolutely. It's a weird guy, this or it could be a woman, who knows?
Right, well, if obviously they're British, they live in Israel, and they're scared to give us their phone number.
Yeah. All right. He's confused. He says it's strange to say that someone sucks is love. Trust and honesty is love. That's what it is.
Pops Mensa Bosa, baby. Pops Mensa Bosa. That's all I got to say. That's the love.
All right. That's going to conclude our show for tonight. I want to thank everyone who was on. It was kind of hard to keep track, but we had Orr from Tel Aviv. Jeremy last for a few moments while he kind of broke up or so, and I think he forgot I was supposed
Jeremy's
to be on.
wife?
Right, Jeremy's wife. Big Mike Gondelman. Check out the Sober House by going to soberhouse.com, I believe. JerusalemSoberHouse.com.
JerusalemSoberHouse.com.
JerusalemSoberHouse.com, a great organization. And we want to thank Graham Messenger for letting us play his interview with Kobe Bryant, Raphael Geller, and Ari Louis. That's actually a pretty full show, Andy Gershwin.
Yeah, it was good times. Good times.
Yeah. And the Judean Rebels website is JudeanRebels.org. Want to check out a clip of me and Andy on for a full second video and then 10 minutes of audio. That's 10 minutes and 1 second combined. Now, that's awesome. If you can't appreciate that, I know what you can appreciate. I guess we only have one thing to say, Andy.
Good night, Jerusalem.
God bless and good night.